Well, people, here goes. I'm Friendship Pearson, and welcome to Friendship Blue. It is Sunday. Happy Sunday, January 5th of 2025. 5 days into the new year. I have 6:50 in the p.m. Central Time here in Chicago. Many of you guys have been sending me emails. Pearson, how you doing? I'm praying for you. I know you got sick. Yeah, it's been a challenge. It has been a challenge. I think I've got it a little bit more under control. Tried a few different things, and now I'm slowly recovering. During this period, I had to do some soul searching. Not that I haven't done before. I said I had to do some soul searching. Because sickness can make you think. It can sit you on your butt. And basically, that's all you can do is think. Being the way I'm built, I kept pressing forward. And I kept doing videos. Sleep, video. Make a few errands, video. Then I got to thinking a few days ago, like, you know what? Man, I don't like the pace I'm on. And I've been saying that more than regularly. But when you don't like something, I learned you change it. And I'm making myself a new plan. January 1st was supposed to start something new with me because I'm a senior citizen. I'm 66. But I can't do what I really want to do with Social Security till 66 and 8 months. So not till June will I be fully qualified for my benefits. At that point, I'll probably slow it down to probably just one video a day. And who knows, I might go back to work full time. See, people, I'm adapting. And I would strongly suggest to you, adapt and live. You see, because we're not Jesus. We're made in his image, and that's a beautiful thing. But this flesh, it has needs. And the older that you get, the more you have to maintain it. You got to pay attention to it. So when I got sick, I was like, you know what, Pearson, you by yourself. And who do you depend on? Everything I trusted last year backfired. Everything that I trusted, everybody who I let in my life last year, it backfired. And so my trusting skills are at an all-time low. And with all that, I says, okay, you got some thinking to do. You got some soul searching to do. And I kept hearing in my spirit, you got to go to some psychological and spiritual boot camp, man. Even at your age, you got to retreat. Find out why things are the way they are. What were the warning signs to the decision that you made? I titled the poetry book that I have called Protect the Gift. More and more, that title to me is tantamount. Protect the gift. But to be honest with you, I'm telling God more and more, I'm tired of fighting the war, man. Look, and that's because of the amount of work. And so, like I said, I believe by June I'm going to change the way I'm doing things. I'm not sure even if I get the backup channel monetized. They know me. My videos aren't going to get the exposure that they normally would had I been somebody else. I've already made a name for myself out there. And there is a God in the algorithm. There is a God that leads the algorithm. And I can't fight that and win that war. I'm a realist, people. Look, I'm not trying to speak as a defeated foe. I'm a businessman. Okay? And I realize I'm in a war. And the longer I do this social media, the more I have to regroup and analyze on how to go forward with it. And the last thing I need to do is kill myself. I sit here and I do videos. I saw the fog 3 weeks ago. I saw the fog. And I knew something was wrong with that. I knew it. And I'll say allegedly, but I saw the fog. And to me, it wasn't normal. And I didn't prepare. And I've gotten on myself about that because I saw it at least 3 or 4 times. And my spirit and my senses spoke to me. And I did not make a move. And then, boom. Like many of you, something happened to us. I'm like, okay, I get it. I have to adapt. We have to adapt. I want to do the Lord's will. I'm going to continue to do the Lord's will and His work. But I'm not going to kill myself. With all that has been put up against me to try to do this work, I will kill myself. And I don't want that to happen. I just want to do a few videos and call it a day. Once I start collecting my Social Security, it's a new day. My whole attitude, I know. I'm ready. I'm more than ready. I believe in a fair exchange of give and take. If I do X amount of work, I expect to get a respectable wage in return. One of the things that I agonized about in going back into Christian work or Christian ministries was that I was always broke. Now, some people might argue and say, well, you call into your space what you want. I'm not into that positive, motivational thinking. Whatever you think, you'll get. I already know that works. I believe in basic living. Do right, it'll come back to you. But weighing out my kneecaps, calling, bugging God all day about what I want, I've never been built like that. I think that's a fairy tale. I think whatever God has for you, when you ask Him and you sincere, I don't have to keep reminding Him. He knows. He knows when I'm angry. He knows when I'm discouraged. He knows when it's too much. He knows when I'm not getting my rest. He knows before I know it. Sometimes He's waiting on me to catch up to what He already knows. I have a variety of things I want to talk about. I just wanted to get that out there and say thank you for 2024. But yeah, this past month has really just opening up these last, in the end of the month and then the first week now. Your life is precious. Your minutes, your seconds, they're precious. You matter. You got something to offer. You got value. Ain't nothing wrong with loving yourself, coming back to yourself. I believe God wants you to enjoy your life. I don't care what you do. It shouldn't be a struggle all day. And that's what I do. I'm struggling all day. And I'm going to get some relief from this. That's what I'm going to do. That's the plan. So I might, as early as April or maybe next month, go to maybe 1 or 2 videos a day. I'm just gonna start doing me. And then we'll see how the money goes in June. But I appreciate it. Few of you guys send me a few love offerings. I appreciate it. The way that I'm able to cut back now, I'm gonna cut back a lot of stuff. And this time next year, if I have to move into a senior citizen home and get discounted, or move into a studio apartment, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not going to quote unquote overextend myself. Not that I'm overextended now. What I'm saying is this: I love a 1 bedroom. Don't get me wrong. It'd be nice to have a condo, but chasing those kind of dreams at 66 years old is unrealistic unless you get that kind of money coming in. So I just want to live comfortably. Give me a large studio, I'm fine. If I get married, of course, a 1 or 2 bedroom. That makes sense. But I'm by myself. I don't need all that. I don't need all that. What I need is me. I got to get me back. So when I see the devil in the air, I can stop and say, Pearson, do something about it. Get off this internet, stop writing for 5 or 10 minutes, and realize what you're looking at. Because I saw the devil. Not once, not twice, but 3 times I saw him. You live as long as I have, you know what real fog look like. You ain't got to be a scientist. I got to slow this thing down, you know. Keep supporting me. Like I said, I appreciate everything you guys done. I'm just saying there's going to be some hills and valleys. There's going to be times I'm only going to do 1 or 2 videos, and that's it. I have to do 3 videos. Believe it or not, I ran into a Christian brother on YouTube the other day. He did 1 video for like 48 minutes. His 1 video paid him equally or more than the 90 videos I do a month. I want you to wrap your mind around it. I do about 3 videos a day. And this one person did one video, had 400, 500,000 views. And they made more money in that video than I make in a whole month with 90 videos. If you knew and saw the numbers that I deal with in relation to what I make, then you would really understand that I'm at the point where I have to make an adjustment. I'm not going to keep. I'm just not going to do it. I believe that I answered God's call when he said, go back into the ministry. I think I've put enough work out there so people can understand the length, the depth, the breadth, the width of what's going on today. And I'm battle scarred. And it's time for me to just live a little bit. Even if it means do nothing. But I can't afford to see fog in the air and not have the common sense, if you will, or the presence of mind to know that I should make an act and move and prepare myself. See, I'm very hard on myself. I'm very hard on myself because I know I'm sharper than that. So I got to go to the source that's wearing me the hell out. I digress. People, things are solidifying before us in the communities, from the mayors to the governors to the president nationally and internationally. Satan is solidifying this governmental structure, as well as informing and conforming the religious institutions. They're binding, they're joining. And during this solidification process, I had to ask myself the last 2 days, Pearson, at what point are they at? Well, I submit to you, they are at the point where now Satan is going to entrust more and require more from those he has put in place who have benefited, whether they knew or not that they were serving him. Today is January 5th. On January 20th, Donald J. Trump will take the helm. So in 15 days. I've said this before in a different way, so I'm going to say it again, but this time in a different way. There are media people on the network level and on the social media level, of which I am, who are working directly with the powers, whether they know it or not, and they are conforming. Many of them have been a part of the Trump galas, the parties, and the party that they'll have on January 19th. They have a gala, so to speak. And they'll even be at the inauguration. It is their call of duty. Now, I'm going to use the word allegedly, but these people in communications will be, and have, many of them have been, the communicators and the seed planters for the next phase before the mark of the beast. It brings tears to my eyes that I can see this thing, but the Lord has been showing this to me. And I thought that I would remind you guys that I said this before. But again, we have 15 days before the swearing in. There will be an accountability and an allegiance from these media people. They will know what their agenda is and what their objectives are and the time scheme. And when certain major and key things happen, they will all act accordingly. And when it's time to give those direct or subtle hints for us to conform as we transition into this new economic order and this religious order and this one world government order, they will give us the clues and they will be elated and many times persuasive in selling the direction that the Antichrist wants us to go. I had a long talk with God about that today. To me, he gave me the nod. He said, Pearson, tell it. Pain has a way of opening up your eyes. And I'm in a lot of pain in that the only reason I'm doing this thing till June right now, full time now, is number one, I haven't qualified for my full benefits, so I didn't take them. What's number two, Pearson? Number two is that it's wintertime. I'm in the Midwest. And I don't feel like driving to no job in 0-degree weather. But right around the time when I start getting my Social Security, I'm going to be a changed man. Because this guy that's on this algorithm, which is only allowing me 3, 4, maybe 5,000 views per video, that's not worth my time. It's not worth my time. That's not to say that you guys aren't worth my time. It's not your fault. We're creatures of habits. If I don't get a notification, I just don't know that you're even out here. And I'm just not going to fight this God on his terms anymore. I'm just not going to do it. I figure those who want to peek in every now and then and watch the video, they will. Those who don't, it's no problem. It is what it is. I'm a realist. You got kids, you busy, probably working 2 jobs. And maybe what I got to say at that moment just don't, interest you. I get it. But I'm not killing myself. So I'm about 85, 90% well. Still got some sniffles. Throat thing is almost gone. That bad feeling. But I got to focus on me right now. Because people, quiet as kept, I could have died. At least I was in shape. I had been jogging, working out. My cardio was good. But if I hadn't had those previous habits, I probably would have died. Because there was a sting in that, okay? That's the best way I can tell you. It was a sting in that. It was a hook in that thing. And no cold medicine or nothing else was doing it. I just had to let it run its course through me. And fighting it with herbs and tea and medicine and 20-minute, 30-minute hot showers, and it was a work. I could have died. I can't let myself get to that point again. They say cats got 9 lives. An ounce secure, you know the story. Got to be smart. But yeah, they're solidifying things. And because Satan just don't want to show his face yet, he's going to keep just showing you what he needs to show you through instruments, through social media and the media. Now I'm going to be all over the place, but I have a list of things. I want you to go back to the period where Donald Trump and America's lawyer, as they say, America's mayor, Giuliani, let's just say they were out somewhere at a place, something I can't speak of, but during that day, Rudy Giuliani, he said something. And Trump did not respond, in my humble opinion, the proper way that, in my humble opinion, could have and would have stopped any future progress for that moment. You know what I'm talking about. That always bothered me. I talked about that in a lot of videos back in the day, my old channel. And even when I was on Facebook a lot, it's probably still there. I lashed out like, wait a minute, what are you doing? Well, Pearson, what did Rudy Giuliani say? He said trial by, you just Google it, just put in Rudy Giuliani, trial by, and then put in 2021. It'll come up. People, I am tired of the shenanigans, tired of these so-called elected leaders, the gamesmanship, people playing victim, people playing like they don't know the right thing to do at the right time. I'm tired of all that foolishness. We need men. We need women. Stand the hell up. See, there's a relationship here between us and the leadership. And whether there's a relationship between us and politicians or you and your lover, when you really believe in something and you're faced with a circumstance, you're going to fight for that if you really want it. And when Rudy Giuliani said what he said, Trump didn't stand up. You got to go back and watch that moment. Get out of your feelings. Get out of the whole charade of what happened that day. And think about it. When the moment stared him right in the face, what the hell did he do? Not a thing. And as seasoned a politician as Rudy Giuliani is and was, for him to say what he said in that climate, that set all this foolishness in motion. That's why I keep telling y'all, ain't no such thing as Democrat versus Republican. They both devils. They wrecked our country, and they played this role in front of us, and they got us choosing sides. This time, you need to make it different. Because they're coming with some more games. I said they're coming with some more games. You don't do your homework on this one, you're not going to get it. Rudy Giuliani, trial by, put in 2021. You see what I'm talking about? He had no business saying it. He cost us. And so did Trump. But it seems like we want America to come back so bad that we overlook the obvious. We want a hero so bad. We'll listen to anything the media says and we just suck it up, gulp it up, digest it, then repeat it like it's gospel. Hell, it ain't gospel. It's deception. 15 days, Trump gonna be president. I told y'all, we're only gonna get 25%. That's it. Now, arguably over the last 9 years, all we've had is Biden said this, Trump said this. Trump did this, Biden did that. You ever ask yourself, why we got two old men? We didn't have nobody else out there? And all the candidates that ran for the Republican Party, Trump just still happened to get it. Okay. All that was choreographed, baby. It's all choreographed. But this time, when old Joe rolls out into the sunset, and I'm surprised he made it this far, hint, hint. But when old Joe rolls out into the sunset, who's going to be his new nemesis? And the one he can blame and hang his hat on as to why we're in our dilemma. He going to spank Kamala? What he going to do now? It's about to get real, baby. And if I'm thinking it, they know they got to come up with a new game. It's like America went from blaming a lot of stuff on black folks, then he started blaming it on Mexicans. Then he went from blaming it on Mexicans, now he blame it on illegals. I'm going to say it again. America runs a game. They sold that game for 40-some years. Blacks ain't this, blacks ain't that. Blame it on the black, blame it on the black, blame it on the black. Then they start blaming everything on the Mexicans. Now it's the illegals' turns. They got to have somebody for you to blame and not look at the one who caused the problem. So what Trump gonna do? He been there before. Still a rookie in my humble opinion. 9 years of this back and forth. Campaigning. They've been toying with us, people. Toying with us. But let's not forget the 5 Ds. Delay, deny, debate, derail, then destroy. That's their MO. Then that brings in the golden age. I think that's self-explanatory. So who's their new opposition? Congress? We've already seen how they do it, especially the women. Oh, girl, maybe your eyelashes messing up your thoughts. Yeah, maybe that wig on your head, it ain't acting right. Girl, baby girl. Is this how grown-ups act? That's street talk. But those are the politicians that are in office. Senators and congressmen. Are those the ones going to point the finger? Maybe filibustering our hopes and dreams so Trump can have a easy excuse, convenient excuse for not being able to get nothing done, because it's the 5 Ds at work. Delay, deny, debate, derail, then destroy. But if you don't get this medicine, you're not going to realize they're working as one. All you know is that Trump got shot and he's made to be the hero. And you voted for him and you're expecting the hero to come through. I get it. Somebody's going to be the new nemesis because Joe is done. Kamala's done. Maybe the New York courts will be the new nemesis. Or should I say, the old nemesis repackaged for new. Maybe there's some new court cases that come up. Maybe some women from 40, 50 years ago he was alone with want to bring up some alleged charge on Trump while he president. I don't put nothing past him. Or maybe some quote-unquote alleged shady deal. After all, he is the art of the deal. Maybe something in real estate didn't go folks' way, and I don't care if he is the president. I'm going to drag him in the court. We can still do that, can't we? Put so much heat on him that maybe they'll have leverage. Oh, ain't nobody talking to us like that, Pearson. It's time to talk like this. Because if Trump got anything bad out there that they got on him, one thing I know about the devil, He will make you believe that he's done messing with you. As soon as you get your little butt relaxed, and you got your little martini, and your favorite little swiggerette, chilling out, crossing your legs like a chicken, like everything's all right, he come the big one, Fred Sanford style. Elizabeth, honey, I'm coming to join you. If somebody got something on Trump or his sons, we're compromised. Well, Pearson, what would make you think they would go to that extreme? Have you ever heard of Hunter Biden? I think we spent half of Joe's, or maybe longer than that, of his administration dealing with that. Delay, deny, debate, derail, and then destroy. Should I add distraction to that too? The bottom line is we won't get nothing done. I'm just letting you see this foolishness ahead of time. They got to have a new nemesis. It can't be Joe and Kamala. It's got to be something else. They got to pull another rabbit out of the hat. What about this new pokey dope from China? I said, what about this new pokey dope from China? What's the pokey dope? You figure it out. I told y'all that they got to have something new. They got to do something else up in there. Anything to keep from doing the will of the people. Do you understand? And their hands are kept clean from everything so they can have a convenient excuse. I'm fighting this. That's why I couldn't take care of people's business. I spent billions on this new problem. I can't get to yours yet. Besides, Congress is fighting me. But you didn't make me believe that when you said we're going to make America great again, sir. How about that blame game on the economy? I don't know about you, but I ain't trying to hear that. You're 78 years old, Trump. You asked for the position. Deal with it. Deal with it. Part of making America great is finance. If I showed you guys the list, a new list I came up with the other day, just laying up in the bed, because you know when you're sick, I couldn't sleep, so I'm just researching. I Googled some stuff on Trump. He got about 4 or 5 projects in the works right now. He got 5 new projects being developed right now, like buildings and golf courses and stuff like that. And I still got people emailing me, Pearson, what's the problem? He's an entrepreneur. He has the right and the freedom to do all that. Yeah, he does. But they blinging and we suffering. And last time I checked, it don't matter if you're Republican or Democrat. You don't die broke. But we do. How much is politics positioning yourself so you can benefit? How much of it is that? Some of y'all can't see the forest for the trees because you want to make yourself a graven image. Watch the blame game. Harris left me in the fix. Biden left me in the fix. I'm still trying to take care of that mess. The press secretary, she gonna smile like Eddie Murphy. And she gonna do the same thing that John Paul, what's her name? John Paul Pierre, what's her name? John Paul Pierre, you know, the press secretary, DQ's girlfriend. just gonna talk. We're gonna find out who's gonna be the number one or number two news person in the audience when the press secretary for Trump has to deal back and forth with these major issues. Because, correspondents are not becoming celebrities now. You know that's the new thing, don't you? Yeah, that's the new thing. Let me see here. And these little wars that we got going on, people, I am so tired of people talking about how much they love the Lord, putting their names on Bibles and telling us their definition of what justice is, while neglecting the people that you see every day, these hard-working Americans living check to check, many working 2 jobs, and they're crossing their fingers that they don't lose their job over the next 3 years because of the Biden economy. Many who've lost their homes or their house or can't pay their medical bills. Go down the list. But yet they can find a way, a unified way, to pay for all these wars, no matter if it's Democrat or Republican. They don't give a damn about you. I want you to look at this administration differently. I want you to be selfish. I want you to say to yourself, whether I believe in Jesus or not, whether I believe there's a God in heaven, because for the sake of argument, maybe 35, 40% of people, they don't believe that God even exists. And I want you to say, you know what? With everything that we have been faced with over the last decade, with at least 2 politicians, what do we have to lose? Because we lost it already. What do we have to lose because we've lost it already? What do we have else to lose? And when you ask yourself that, I want you to say, God of heaven, if you're in my heart and I never recognized you, if you're in my heart, God, and I never recognized you, forgive me. But if you are there on the throne, and I don't know what faith is, and I have no relationship with you, I believe that you hear me. This time, God, I'm just giving it all to you, because I ain't got nothing else to lose. Either this leadership in this great nation that I once believed in and cared about, that my forefathers cared about and believed in, either it starts doing the things that lift up that spirit that says, God bless America, or we're just going to die together. And God, I want you to look at those 2 choices. Because I know what your choice is. But help me through it. Because I don't know what else to do. My name is Friendship Pearson. God bless you. I love you. Thank you for the love offerings. I appreciate everything you guys have done over the year. We live in a very trying time. I don't want you killing yourself trying to do justice. Live a little bit. Take some time for yourself. It's okay. It's not a sin. At some point, the wisdom that God gives you, you got to use it. God bless you.